work out, right, Janet?
Always time to work out, because that's what our fitness expert tells us. There is always time in your day to work out. Palmer Collier is here. I couldn't even get that out today. I got to slow down.
You had a good workout this morning, so you're a little tired.
I know. Good to see you.
Great to see you, too.
All right, here is a big question that everybody always, I think this is a myth, but people think that you can spot reduce, that you can get rid of, you know, if you focus on one part of your body only, like your stomach, you can get rid of all your fat in that area. Is that true?
Well, you know, 1 billion ab rollers were sold way back when, so people evidently thought it was true. But, you know, removing spots of fat on your body would be like removing the Dalmatian spots on a Dalmatian puppy, which we know would be pretty impossible. I don't think you want to do that anyways.
No way.
Last week we showed how to increase the tone in your muscles.
Right.
So you can increase muscle size in areas, but it doesn't work in reverse, Janet, because muscle is active and fat is inactive. When you lose weight normally, you lose weight from the tip of your nose to the tip of your toes all at the same time.
Really?
So you can't spot reduce.
So sometimes it seems that it takes longer to get rid of fat in certain areas than others.
I was hoping you'd ask me that. Normally when people do go on a workout routine and do some diet and exercise, it appears that their tummies, if that was indeed their problem area, stay larger than the rest of their body parts that seem to be shrinking quicker. All it really means is you probably had the most stored energy or more stored fat in that particular area. It's moving at the same pace, and the subcutaneous fat cells are shrinking at the same pace. Because you had more and you started with more there, it seems to go a little bit slower.
All right, tell me this. Are there different kinds of fat cells?
Absolutely. You have your organelle fat that protects your organs. You have your fat deposits, which are the ones maybe that are hanging in a particular area. And then you have your subcutaneous fat tissue. And the subcutaneous fat is the fat that's right directly underneath the skin and above the muscle, and that gives you that smoother look. And if your subcutaneous fat cells go unchecked, they become fat deposits.
So that's what we need to target.
Excellent.
Get rid of.
Excellent. You know, when your body starts, I know, it can get rid of, it's almost bad as the chemicals in those foods, right? But, you know, there's things you can do which would be work your entire body out, and you want to actually work many large muscle groups because they burn more calories. And the more distribution of lean muscle you have, the better chances are of stimulating and getting the attention of your metabolism to shrink those subcutaneous fat cells.
That's good. Are we born with a certain number of fat cells, or do we add them as we
That's a great question, and your viewers need to know this. You are. Certain people have genetic musculatures, and some people, unfortunately, have genetic extra deposits of fat cells. But what you're born with, you have, and they stay with you. And I always tell my clients, your environment may be your detonator, you know, and your genes may be your explosives.
Right.
But without hitting the detonator, your genes are going to be fine. So if you're born with more fat cells, that's not to be concerned, because you can work with those fat cells and shrink them down. So it's not that, you know, big of a problem to be genetically. I know people who would be considered genetically obese, but it doesn't mean they have to go that way if they do the right things.
Ah, very good. Palmer, good to see you.
It's good
See
to
you
see you
next
too, Janet.
week.
Okay,
Thanks.
great.
Still to come on the news at 10, the Empire State Building is celebrating a birthday. We'll tell you how many candles on its cake when we come right back.